What's up, y'all? We're gonna be checking out Lethal, Bizzle, Wiley, Scorcher, Can't Touch This. Got what Can't Touch This, especially from Scorcher to Wiley and Lethal Bizzle. So, especially with this one right here, and you got Scorcher, you got Wiley, so you got the whole just thing on this one right here. But Can't Touch This, especially with this one right here, because you got Lethal Bizzle and everything else too. But mainly from this one. But make sure you guys ring that bell and hit that subscribe button. But especially from Scorcher and Wiley and Lethal Bizzle, because a lot of these guys have potential, and when it just comes to them, they just really just be man, they be having it just really just showing like they all have their own showing thing, and they all have their own like bars and when it comes to it. But we got what they can't touch this. So especially from this one right here, and you got Scorcher and Wiley and
Felix, dope.
Yo, original sound can't touch this. One away drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. One away drip can't touch this.
he said original sound can't touch this and everything. And I see what they coming to too, like especially how the beat is playing. Like, hey, they going off of a template beat. Like they going off of a beat that like this is something like an offbeat, like especially with them, because they basically just saying like, hey, they going through off of offbeat is something that most people can't really and embrace, like come through this and just really just embrace and come through an offbeat. But man, they really just an offbeat. Like I just caught this too, because it kind of feel like an offbeat, and I was like, man, I knew this had something to do with an offbeat, like especially the way it started, like just the first 10 seconds, like
Can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. I swear to God, the best time we had in the game was back then. On the radio, roaming the street and live at a stage show way back when. All the clashing, all the freestyles. Car broke down and I walked 3 miles. I wouldn't change them days if I could. Glad I was raised in the hood. I did it like a young G with my young G's for the cause. Tower block gang with the 22 floors. DJs playing Dilemma and Jaws. We had to do this to open up doors.
hey, especially with the energy too. I'm messing with the energy, especially the way they're giving it to us. Like, hey, the energy is so lit. Like, what can you say? And that's what we need. Like, man, especially when it comes to a lot of these physical, music videos. Like, it's just you gotta keep it on you gotta keep it on a tent. Like, you gotta keep it on the tent. Like, man. Like everything else too, especially you gotta keep it, the whole thing lit. Like, especially how they got it going. Like they really got it just like going in there.
Do this to open up doors. Now the doors are open. First 20 years of Dons were chosen. Next 20 years of Dons are murking right now. For Dons we're searching right now. Yo, original sound can't touch this. One away drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. One away drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna. I see clear through the lenses. Used to be ringers and hopping over fences. Now it's couple double R's and Benzes. Off ends but made in the trenches. 01 when I made my entrance. Classics, they all know my sentence. I ran that year when Will said bang, bang, bang. You know I'm not stupid, man. A million hours grafting, and a new gen are laughing. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so rude boy, don't stop grafting. Doors may shut, but you gotta get past them. Yeah, we the MVP, KING, all of that, GOAT, all of that, and the TOP, all of that, yo. Original sound can't touch this.
Hey, especially with this right here, like, hey, he said original sound and everything else too. And then an original drip, like, hey, ain't nobody gonna have the style that you have, like the drip and everything else too. There's only one. There's only one, like, and especially how he just said it, like, there's only one of him, so he's really doing it, like, and you would never find a sound like this. Like, everyone got their own sound, so it's like, to come through this, like, this is legendary because, like, there's no one else that's gonna have a Cabriz sound like this, like, just even as it was the same beat, it's still gonna be different because people have their own lyrical stuff going on, like, so it hits different when you really just pay attention and see what's actually happening.
Get past them. Yeah, we the MVP, KING, all of that, GOAT, all of that, and the TOP, all of that, yo. Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this.
As a little man, I clash bare man that I rated. I couldn't tell man they're my favourite. I'm from North London, we don't clash for the cash. More time we go to clash with a mash to make them boy they win on the internet. Kind real life, we don't take disrespect. I don't care if a man speak on words. We make them boy they have to go stitch their flesh. They don't know who done it, but they
Hey, we make them boys sticks and flesh. Hey, what do you say? Like, come on, like sticks and flesh.
respect. I don't care if a man speak on words. We make them boy they have to go stitch their flesh. They don't know who done it, but they know.
Stitch and flesh. Hey, that's wicked. Especially how the whole thing is grouping. Like this one right here, it got a grouping one. Like, man, the whole style and everything else too is just so crazy to see what's actually happening. Like it's and they keep it on they keep it on they keep it on a real thing. Like they keep it on a real thing. Like where it's like it's coming from a whole thing and everything else too. Especially how the whole thing is played out too. Cause this one really is one of those. Like this is one of those you would just really just sit down and just turn up or even stand up and turn up. Cause the way this is got it going and everything else too is a movement. Like this one would get played definitely in the club. Like it would get, especially songs like this, because a lot of songs like this just get played.
With a mash to make them boy they win on the internet. Kind real life, we don't take disrespect. I don't care if a man speak on words. We make them boy they have to go stitch their flesh. They don't know who done it, but they know it got done though. Lower E, Northside 9, brother done though. And if you're not background, then you know I drop a mad freestyle every time that I touch roll. Lord of the mics, I went there on my own. Hand in man's pouch like yeah man could go. The first brother trying to take man for some MC guy with a brother left hair with a whole ADM.
Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch.
Hey, they keeping it lit too in the back too, especially with the whole thing. I see how they cruising, like especially with this, because this one just brought back, this one brings back a lot of like, as you think about a lot of memories and stuff like that too. Like it just be having a whole crewman thing to it. Like, but hey, especially with the energy, I'm messing with the whole energy because you can't really buy loyalty and stuff like that. You have to really be loyalty to your people and stuff like that too. So it's rare to see something just come through this and have it really seeing through it with they seeing through.
Who's gonna bust this? Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust this. Original sound can't touch this. Runaway drip can't touch this. Timeless flows can't touch this. Energy crew's gonna bust 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 this. Energy.
Man, they really had it going though. Especially with this one right here. I was definitely rocking with this one right here. This one had a different thing because like I said, energy and everything else too. Energy, you can't really have the energy around you. You gotta really feel the attention and stuff like that too. Especially when it comes to the people around you. Like, but you can't really have all this other stuff going on and have it not having it going on. But you really gotta have it. You really gotta have that on the spot, especially with them because they had it on the spot. Like, but especially with this right here, I was messing with this one. This one had a whole thing to it though, but they had it going like really on this one. But especially how they was moving and everything else too, they keep it on a %. But especially from this one right here, make sure you guys share, make sure you guys comment and like.